And today I want to talk to you or tell you about a case study because it's a really good one. I think it's great to see and share other people's success stories, because when we can have that in our reality and we can see what other women have been able to do, if you're watching this and you're hearing the words, it means you can do it too, because it's here and it's in your reality. So I'm wanting to get more into the habit of sharing really great case studies with you all, so that you can have this in your reality, that you too can do amazing things and have great success and smash through any limiting beliefs that you have about your success. Because if you can hear this, if you can be listening to the case studies, anything you can see, anything that you can imagine means that you can do it too. And I want you to believe that. So if you don't know me, I am Paula Bailey, or PB as I like to be known. And I'm a leading expert in mindset and performance for ambitious women running their own business. And I'm a strategic planning queen. Now, today, as I promised, the headline there is $0 to $26,000. That's not a typo, in 3 weeks. And this is one of my amazing clients, Claire. I'll give you the background. So basically, we were doing one of our strategic plans together. So this is the process. I have a Sassy CEO strategic planning process. And the really great thing about the process that I have, which is based on the fastest growth companies on the planet, is it's designed to obviously help you lay the structure and the foundations of, what's going to be happening in your business and planning for the future. But it also helps you to identify, I guess, the blocks, the strategic issues that you have within your business, but also internally what's happening and why those blocks are turning up. So by doing this planning with Claire, we were able to identify that she had a strategic issue, and the actual strategic solution was for her to start having more high-end, so higher value sales happening in her business. So rather than only focusing on small little sales, she was going to do, a higher service-based offering. So she helps amazing photographers build their business, which she's amazing at doing. But she wanted to just change, I guess, the modeling of how she was doing that. Now, that's all well and good. And, I want to ask you a question. When you do your planning, however you do your planning, like, you may not be following a process like I do, but however you do your planning for your business, does this sound familiar? Do you set your plan? You feel super motivated. You've got it written down in your beautiful Kiki K diary, or maybe up on the wall, however it looks. And you're all ready to go, and then something comes up, something that distracts you. It's a blip. I call it a blip. Maybe you lose motivation, and inevitably you eventually end up in the same place that you were before you did the plan, and you start this whole process again of doing the plan and hoping that something different will change. Does that sound familiar? Because this is basically what was happening with Claire, and it's what I see time and time again with people that I help with this fast growth plan. The plan is awesome, and it is designed to give you support and structure in what you're doing to grow your business. But if there is internal blocks, or there is interferences as to why you believe that you can do the thing that you say you're going to do in business, or have the success, or have the money in your bank account that you want to have, it's all going to kind of get all screwed up. And by doing a couple of things differently, we were able to help Claire go from 0 high-end sales to $26,000 in sales in only 3 weeks. That makes a huge impact on someone's life. So stick around, because I'm going to go through just some of the top end, the top line stuff that we went through with Claire, to show you that it's super easy and that you can do it too. Now, so what did we do to break through this barrier? Because she got really clear on what she needed to do with business. It was all set out. She knew what needed to happen, and yet she was finding herself stagnating, manifesting things going wrong, finding herself not taking action, not following through, because her stuff around selling was coming up. This is one of my favorite topics for women that know me really well, because my background is also in sales, but I'm also fascinated by the psychology of sales. And I'm fascinated by how many women actually have a real thing about selling. And here's the thing: if you're in business, marketing and sales, they are the power hub of your business. If you've got shit around sales, there's going to be a problem, whether you're selling a high-end service, whether you're selling a product. If you feel icky about actually having a sales conversation, not just, flicking over an email or sending an invoice hoping that someone might send you some money, but actually having a sales conversation, then there's a problem. So For Claire, actually just stripping it all back, first of all, and really finding out what her stuff around sales was, where it was stemming from, and having an understanding about that so she could begin to reprogram that was the first step. Also, having a look at her pricing was also really, really crucial. When you actually start to really look at your pricing, look at what your pricing means to you, look at what your pricing is delivering for you at the end of a quarter and at the end of a year, and whether this is, the pricing is profitable or not, because I see so many women actually set prices just based on feeling or based on their own self-worth, and it's actually not a logical process. Nor is it a profitable process. So we want to be profitable at the end of the year when we've worked really hard in our business, and we want to be paid what we what we are worth. And even if you feel like that's maybe not that much, then there's things you can do to actually help to lift that. So helping Claire get really clear on what I guess the pricing needed to be in that program based on the amazing value that she offers to the world and to the women and the amazing photographers that she works with, and then really understanding what those numbers actually meant to her personally. Because here's the thing, listen for it, this is juice now. When you are intrinsically connected to your numbers, okay, and you understand what they actually mean to you on a personal level, it's not just some pie in the sky number that you went, oh, I'm going to make $1 million because I think it sounds really cool and I think everyone's going to like it if I say I'm going to make $1 million. If that $1 million has no intrinsic value to you and you actually don't have any connection to that number, it's just, literally writing down a number.
Hi amazing one, I hope you're loving this video. If it's vibing with you and feels like it's the right fit for you, then please come join us over in our free Facebook group. I'd love to get to know more about you and your business really soon.